Good afternoon and welcome to Dune. Let's see if we can join the right channel, have the right character. Oh, I just realised I haven't got the lighting right. Back in a sec. It's still loading. It's still loading. Hopefully I've got the right character loading. Had been selected, but with the streamer mode on, it's difficult to tell. Now I've got to admit I'm live, but am I really with it? Let's see. Surface car came from Rimworld West. It was like a hawk into a fine nest of rock pigeons. Rock partridge. Well, come on. You can join. No, it's the wrong character. It's the wrong character. That's not the character that was selected. This is not the character you're looking for. I did say that I wasn't sure whether I was really here or not. I might be live. So here we go. Right, so we are in the southern part of... Oh, we have a ruddy storm coming through. That's not a good time to be joining. We'll just hide ourselves in the corner here while that storm goes right over our head. We should be sheltered, we should survive. And the improvised blood device would appear to be damaged. Research a sandbike as Mark 1 assembly. Fabricate, so that we fabricate all of the bits of our sandbike. Oh, bear with me a moment. Is that sand? It's gone through. Right, okay, fantastic. So I did join it roughly the right time. So I need to report back up there. That should be easy to climb. Just need to take it easy. Give myself a chance to recover stamina. Right, there's another place I can stand. Good. Just going to close the door now. Others of people are back in the house, and I was looking after the dog while they were out, but now the dog has got other people around, not so bothered about me. So 45 meters further up still, so we'll go up here. Thought for a moment that was a body, a live body, shall we say that, when that post came over the top. Right. So.
You've come back.
Hello, Fionn.
That is on Arrakis.
How's Mr. McCorvus? Yes, I brought you the manifest. There's delivery.
You have? That's incredible. I thought those crazies down there would keep me stuck here forever. Oh, wonderful. Say what you will about the old empire, but they knew how to keep a record.
I believe you offered to teach me something about planetary ecology.
Yes, of course. I haven't forgotten. Pay attention. Life, all life, is in the service of life. There. Though I must confess, I wasn't expecting such an apt pupil. It was more like you were remembering than learning. Odd.
Goodbye. Right, so I've now unlocked one of the skill trees for the planetologist here. So there's certain things, vehicle repair, mining. I can get more efficient yields with mining. How many? I've got 2 skill points. I don't have a vehicle yet, but I'm going. That's one of the things it's asking me to do. So that's maximum durability loss while for performing repairs. Okay, that's worth having, I think. And the mining level. What's the other one? Mentats. So I'm saving some of this for the moment. Right. So I need to head back. So that's the journey completed. Fantastic. I need to head back to my base over here to create the vehicle that it's asking me to do. It's one of the Sardaukar ships in orbit. Well, not in orbit, actually, it's fairly low down. But, this was not the way I was planning on going. Hang on a minute. So there's another. I think we actually completed much of that last time. Let's just check that. So we didn't collect the vials while we were down there. Okay. My guess is that that's going to want us to go into the testing station again. We will just go to the location to start with. We've dealt with these people before. them. We got them this time. No compatibility. Nothing there. We're slightly getting better at using the Mentat own tools. They'll be useful. So it's a long, still below us. Yeah, that's going to require us to go back into the testing station. We'll do that a little later, I think. There's been an update. Downloaded it today and the interface just looks a little different from what it did beforehand. So yeah, it's 50 meters below us. So back to our base, that's where we're headed. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get there on foot. Hopefully we will have sufficient resources to make the ground vehicle. Ooh. It's about to run into the testing centre, having said that we'll do that later. Try and avoid the Sardaukar ship. There's the entrance to the testing station. We'll need to make ourselves a new pistol soon, by the looks of that. Our pistol's running out. Our knife is still good. Binoculars are still good, rifle's still good. Improvised cutter I could do with some repair work, looks of it. If our respawn beacon would appear to be fine. So it's the pistol I'm worried about. I bet that's a pistol we picked up rather than... yeah, that looks like a pistol we picked up rather than one we made. Try not to draw the attention of the scavenger there. They're only trying to do their job. In much in the same way as I've only been trying to do my job. I'm picking up the fuel cells because I know that I haven't been to the base for... I haven't been on this game with this character for many days, and it's going to take... It's going to take power. I'm going to need power to put into the generator, and also I'm going to need fuel cells for making fuel. I'm going to need fuel cells for the fuel for the ground vehicle that I've been asked to make. There, that sand bike, and I need the sand bike to move on really now. Getting closer. $400 That's our base. They're beginning to show up. Come on. There it is. Home sweet home for the moment. Oh, still got power. Still got a day's worth of power. Right, so I have an ore refinery. I have a blood purifier. Let's actually dump our blood into that for the moment. Got a fabricator down here. Research Mauler pistol. So that is researched. So go back in, fabricate. The Mauler pistol's still locked for the moment. I need to spend some more intel points. What I do need to do is I need to research the vehicle bundle. That's going to take some intel points and hopefully push us over the limit to unlock the... So yes, we're going to unlock those. Is that going to push us over for the pistol? Nope, need one more. So we've... Well, we're at it then. Let's see what we need to make the vehicle. So let's start with a chassis. Hopefully we're going to have enough. If not, we'll just have to get out and get some more copper. So, chassis, hull, engine, PSU, welding torch to put it together, some welding wire going to need as well. And the treads, I'm going to need 3 of them. But I can only have enough for, I need some more copper. Right, so I need to go get some more copper. Right, where's the nearest copper? Don't have it on the map yet. That reminds me, I need to repair. That's got us a little more copper ore, but that's not copper. We need to process the ore. That's something else that's new up today. There's the Subsharp 5 console detailing. So I actually have copper ore. Fantastic. That's full. Okay, so let's make ourselves some copper ore. Yeah, we've still got power or copper. Yeah, just make the max. And hopefully now it will let us do another sandbite tread. There we go. So we gather up all of what cannot add any more to your inventory. Okay, so what do we need to dump? That's got a little more space. So that's made all of the bits needed for the sand bike. Welding torch. Somewhere around is the welding torch. There's the welding torch. So put that in there. We have bust our pistol now as well. So, right, welding torch. Chassis. So there's the chassis. We'll add the hull to it. And we build an inventory. Engine. We've got some second-rate bits of kit as well. So there's our vehicle now. with no inventory module, but we have some spares that we need to let's get an inventory module made. Vehicle inventory craft. It's like boxes to attach to the back of a motorbike. Right, grab that. And there's our device, our motorbike. Let's take it for a quick spin. Out of fuel. Okay. So, unsheltered, it can take damage unless it's stored properly. So, doing that. We don't have a chemical refinery, but I think I saw us. Yes, that will do nicely. That will do the fuel job. So fuel it. Research a small chemical refinery, construct and interact with a small chemical refinery. Here's our bike. So we'll just do a quick little circuit. Try not to get eaten by sandworm. Oh, we'll grab some of that. Definitely grab some of that. Switch our filter rate. Get out of the sun soon. That has now added a number of devices to that we will need for doing other craftings. So let's get back to our base, and we need to do the next bits, the chemical refinery, and we're going to make ourselves a hopefully that will allow us to research the Mauler pistol. I think we need to make a little shelter for our, well, there's the copper. I knew I'd got copper around here somewhere. Let's grab some copper. That wasn't the plan. The plan was to get through the gap. I need to break down some of these bits and pieces as well. Research, that's the thing we were doing. Research. Chemical lab. That should now have unlocked the pistol. Yes, it has. Lita John research, yes. Water cistern might get one of those shortly. Yeah, we'll create a cistern as well. So there's 3 things there that'd be very useful to have as well. Now, admittedly, we would probably be talked through much of those so tool, construction tool. We need to try and fabricators down there. We got a room there to put the refinery, I wonder. 6 across to refinery. Need some more copper. Pardon me. We need to make some more copper. Kill off some more power for the moment. We should make the copper this time. We can fit it in there. Sure, that's where I want it. Will it go in there? Come on. So that's need to make it move a bit. Kind of in the way, isn't it? That doesn't really work there. Didn't really want it over here, but that's dealt with that. Not sure I've got those the right way around, but hey, what the heck. The wrong way around. So there's the... Just trying to get myself organised. We drove the sand bike. What are they talking about? Drive the sand bike. We drove the sand bike. Ah, it's assumed that we needed to get fuel.
That's it, Off-Worlder. You're ready. I'm waiting at Mirzabah. That's the great rock formation that looks like a giant hammer. Be careful. Vehicles are fast, but nothing can outrun Shai Hulud. You can only hope to get between safe areas more quickly. I'll see you soon.
Right, so we're being moved on, which is fair enough. Let's see, have we got enough? 3 bits of copper. That's not going to be enough for the pistol, is it? We'll need 2 more bits of copper. Isn't that typical? Right. Has the outcrop regenerated yet? No, it hasn't. So we're kind of stuck. Get rid of the copper into there. And then there's a whole lot of stuff we need to recycle. Ooh, we have the Emperor's Wings device so we need some more copper for that. These are useful, but that's good. That's a... Yeah, so that's a Mark 1. That's an improvised. Okay, that's why we're using the Mark 1, not the improvised. Let's actually learn that one while we're at it. So the Emperor's Wings, we definitely need more copper. Find some more copper somewhere. That's scrap metal. There's some copper. Oh, copper's back here now. Make some copper. It was already live. So that's going to need some copper. Got a variety of things that need copper. Let's do the pistol first because that is literally falling apart. Did we take the pistol? I can't remember if we took it or not. Yes, we did take it. So we'll replace the pistol with a better quality one. So 9 bits left. Recycler, that's what we're going to do. To recycle some of the other bits, which where's the recycler? We need a lot more copper. So we're not going to get the recycling done at the moment. Power that down. So that's full, that's full. Power that down. So we could create a medium-sized one, but we've got so many small ones at the moment. We'll use those up. Power it down. So there's a contract item that we need to return to its contract source. We have poison vials to pick up somewhere, so we need to go and do that. Let's just get, before we disappear, storage, and we can't do it because we don't have enough copper. Don't worry. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make another tub. 6. Get rid of all of the recycling into that, so I'm not carrying around the crap. That's all that needs to be recycled down. How much? Again, we don't have enough for a litre, John. No worries. should be. While we're at it, we might as well just top up on our water as well. So we need to get over to that. Mustn't upset the worm. Oh, it's another downed orthocopter. Regret that, going too far from rock. Like I said, it was going to call the worm. Thankfully we were close enough to be in the safe. So back in with the crazies. Ooh. That was an interesting flip. That's what we haven't made. We didn't make the vehicle tool, did we? The vehicle storage tool. Vehicle, that we didn't do. Let's get on. $20 bits of salvage. Crafting improvised. It's amazing what you can do with your nothing but your bare hands. Down face the crazies. Hello, Fuzzy. Which little thing was that? You mean the little lean-to? Yeah, it's amazing what you can count or find that counts as shelter. Get yourself into a corner of rock and it can be enough to yeah, that counts as shelter. So we're down here, we're looking for some vials.
Collins has been acting real strange since finding that
listen
corpse
to
with
all
the
of
Telexu
this.
satchel. I don't trust him. Keep an eye out next time you're out on a salvage run. If he starts acting weird, dart him.
What are we kind of...
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2. I am the station supervisor, Dr. Rommel Greer. The ultimate mission of these stations is to find or engineer botanical species capable of thriving in the extremely arid conditions of Arrakis. A true challenge, as I'm sure any visitor who has traveled through the barren rocks and sand above will agree. Our first task has been the installation and testing of wind traps.
So we're supposed to be off in this direction, but we can't get through that shield for the moment.
I'm
So
pleased to report complete success, both with the installation and function of these devices. The thriving vegetation you will find within these halls is a testament to the success of this technology.
still there's somebody else shooting at me in there. Fill up a blood bag at least. Right, that's the end of the blood bag as far as we're concerned. Thankfully, reloading doesn't lose the remaining rounds in your in the pistol. Right, if I remember rightly, the stuff down here. Yeah. basically I'm now up a few rounds on where I was beforehand. Trying to remember from my previous trip down here. There's a useful. That Mentat shield is extremely useful at times, except when it runs out. Got them eventually. Need to do some meds. Looks like I should have made myself some bandages before coming down here. It's great that you're able to drop in, Fuzzy. More things to take apart. Take some drink while I get a chance. Somewhere around here there are the vials that we've been sent to get. So that's where we came in. Okay, down we go. Should be more ammo, yep. That's a replay as well. Another bandage while we're at it, but let's actually apply bandage. That's not any better than what we've already got kitted out. Are we missing anything? Any others? Where did that shot come from? Testing station records, which is what we needed from for the task we completed, but not for the vials. Still off in that direction. How much further? In a at least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner. Did we? At least we're not in the corner desperately out of stamina. Got him eventually. That was harder than it ought to have been. That was far harder than it ought to have been. So the vials, I have the vials, and of course it had to be by the boss. It just had to be by the boss, didn't it? Anything else in here before we go? So there's both shields there are marked as clear.
Once the beast has made his selection, return the remaining items to Bijaz at once. Exercise all due caution in the handling of these items, as the bioagents contained within are unstable and may prove extremely hazardous.
Don't need to drink. While we're here, let's just get ourselves out. This should take us back up near the beginning of the... we should have...
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2. I am the station supervisor, Dr. Rommel.
If we go back the way we came, should be another shield to unlock near the steps down. Whoops, a daisy. Misfire. Grab that. Grab that. A lot of recycling to do. Deliver the vials. We should be able to do that now. Out we go. Up the steps. Pick up a bike from the shadows that we... Glad we got ourselves the better pistol. Pick up the bike. Right, where have we got to take it? We've got to take it to the... That should be roughly where the ramp up is. Yeah, I can see the ramp up. Up to the trade post. Might as well park it in the shelter. Scrap metal. Deliver. Ah, we haven't collected those bits. Or file, deliver items. Confirm. Accept that. That's definitely worth doing. Accept that. Accept that for the moment. So we need to find okay, it says we've got it, so but we haven't. So we should have that back at base. Okay. So, quick run back to base, try and pick up those pieces, try and avoid being got by scrap metal. That's the one track. So it's there out. That was close. Oh, we have a Sardaukar ship. Need to be careful of that one. Let's hope it doesn't sweep it this way. was a little too easy. I was expecting that one to snag us. Friendly. Scavengers are definitely trigger happy. Can't say I blame them. And the worm up there. It's a lot easier with the bike, isn't it? It's so much easier with a bike. Gonna take you out again. That's definitely not friendly behaviour to your neighbours. Right. That's what we're after. 3 of those. Split. 3. And 3 of those. I think it was. Get us a little more Solari. Put those. Much of that's just for recycling as well. Let's make the copper up. I'm going to want to move bases, I think, fairly quickly soon now up to the next region, and that's going to require us to abandon this base, so it makes sense to reduce the amount of stuff we're carrying. Still need more copper. Right, quick run back. Still got one to worry about. We don't need to worry about Sardica for the moment. not straying too far from the rocks. Because I have no wish to be eaten by Sardaukar. Not Sardaukar. Shai Hudud. Shai Halud, let's get it right, and the pronunciation right. Knew I'd said it wrong, I couldn't work out what I'd said. Ow! Friendly. There's where we're headed, that tower. Up we go. Forgot there's a garage. Deliver items. Deliver. Deliver. Poison snooper. Yeah, we've got that already. Deliver. So sandbike parts. An engine and 2 treads. Okay, well we can. An engine we've got rid of. 2 treads. Don't think we've got those. No. Sandbike treads. Okay. Need to pick up some more copper, but there's copper up here, isn't there? There's granite. copper. Pick up some more copper on the way. There's some. Definitely likes going across that gap. That's the second time we've seen it in the same gap. So 130 of copper. We need, is it 5 copper makes one? 5 copper ore makes 1 piece of copper. We need at least 30 copper. We are getting there. Okay, it's going to be water that we're going to be short of. Crash bike. If we can get it from a crash bike, that'd be even better. No, that's just random junk. Rocky ground might not be quite as easy to drive on, but you don't get eaten alive. Wreck here. By doing this contract, I'm hoping that I'll be able to pick up some unique gear. Some contracts chains do, a lot of contract chains seem to provide unique gear. Like I said, I bet it's going to be water that we're short of. Oh no, there's no water required for copper. Okay, that's fantastic. Even better. So while that's grinding away, we need to make 2 wheel treads. Now, drive north to Vermilius Gap, research the covered advanced construction kits, construct or interact with advanced sub-5 console. Right, okay, so that's what I'm after. That is going to allow us to take a copy of the bike, not the bike, of the building, which will allow us to put it together a lot quicker. And we might need to adapt it at the other end, but it will put it one together very quickly. What am I doing? So, construction tool, will it fit in there? I wonder. 6 utilities. No, not easily. Right, now if we can get all the recycling. A lot of recycling to be had here. Yeah, sandbag engine pads. Gonna hang on to one of those. That's the best one at the moment. That's the best one at the moment. Or isn't? Better than that one. Looking at the numbers. So that's freed up a whole lot there. Could do with repairing that one if we could. pack them into their boxes for the moment. Of course, there's still more to... I think the 2 improvised items we can't actually recycle. Yeah, we can't recycle 2 of the improvised items. No worries. Right. Now, Solido replicator, which is what we had just researched. Take a scan of copy building. As you can see, we can now so that's a copy. Tuck that away at the bottom. Drop those because there's not a lot we can do with that. Now we can start taking some of these lot apart. What's in that? Ooh, clothing. Pretty scrappy clothing, to be honest. Copper ore, 1 piece of copper ore. I can dump that. Not in the cart, 1 piece of copper ore. Now we off the water. That's just absolutely full of water. Still got a lot of blood. What's in the bike? have a fair bit of copper ingots. These are much of the stuff I want to be able to... How many slots in here? It says 10 slots in here. Fuel the bike. So that's absolutely full of fuel again. Okay, let's go get the contracts sorted and then we... Friendly! Again, we want to avoid the lamps. Whoa! We got caught, but hopefully we'll escape very soon. They're assessing us. Starting to shoot at us. Friendly. We lost it. Critically injured. Oh, just the time to run into those scouts. Try not to get that one because I think we won't survive another lot of shooting quite like that. So we will duck through here and go up one of the other slopes. certainly enough scrap around this trade post. Sims cutter. Oh, it's not in there, it's in the bike. That's what we're after. Got to admit that wasn't necessarily the unique item I was hoping for, but it will do. Deliver. Fantastic. Right. So we've got some customizations for what we're wearing. Actually, not for what we're wearing, for customizations. Scavenger hood. So we've picked up mesh variant. Can't really tell much, can you? So that's the base. I'm not actually seeing a change. No worries. Ooh, I stood in the sun. That's how to... Yes, I do have that still. Six. Just before I do, yes, we have a sandbox inventory 2. 6. Detach, which have 10 slots. And if we now go to assemble, sandbike booster, sandbike inventory, that's okay. So we now have a 15 slots as opposed to 10 slots. So I run across the sands, hopefully without getting eaten.
Enemy sighted.
Ooh, is that a storm? That's a storm. Hopefully that's not coming too near us. There's places here I've not seen before. Somebody likes building a box on a sandstone. Admittedly, I can't really talk because mine's not. Don't want to go in there. He's empty. Good. I'm glad he's empty. It's a big base there. Right, now I've got 15 slots on the bike, plus I've got my own 35 slots. I want to take a reasonable amount of construction equipment, and so I can actually build fairly quickly on arrival there. I think we can get rid of much of the top layer here. Six. This is putting stuff back in stock I can then use to rebuild up at the put a roof on. Copy piece. Right. Ooh, we've got a lot of stuff here that we don't really want to be carting too much of. Don't need anything like that amount, but I will take those. Take that tool. Let's go fill the bike up again. So that's fueled up again. Those will certainly be useful. Water. Let's make up another litre, John, while we can. It's going to tell us we haven't got it because I've just put it in the... So 14 and 2. I've just put some of it in the bike. So if I take that, then that will allow us to make that. Water, litre, John, craft 1. Fill. So that's all the blood now. So we're still not quite filled all the water. Wrong one. What else? Does it make sense to take this point in time? You can always do another run back before. Worry about that. How many have we got in here? 34 in here. Right, so that's taken some of that out. Storage is full. Right, okay, I see where it's full of. So it's not only is every slot taken, but okay. So we have been tasked to go up here. So have I still got the construction tool? And I have the solid doves tool. Okay, fantastic. Whoa! Get myself shot at again if I'm not careful. No, I didn't get. Yes, he is shooting at me. So we need to get up there to those. Well, it's due north from here. Not seeing anything beyond, so here goes nothing. What's the worst that can happen? Share loot comes and grabs us. This way. Still half a kilometre away, and I bet we are half a kilometre away from where we need to be as well. He's not got any closer just yet. Entering Eastern Vermilius Gap. Yay! He's getting closer now. Yeah, he's definitely getting closer. We're safe. He was after us, definitely after us. I can't say it. Southeast Ironworks. Is that the anvil? Ah, we didn't collect the package. Never mind. Let's make the base first, and then we can go back and... Okay, so it's quite advanced buildings here. Water here, there's granite here, there's iron here. I think this is the place. Right. Research. Advanced construction kit. Construct or interact with an advanced sub-5 console. 6. advanced sub 5 console, okay. I need some more salvage metal. Right, okay, we've got salvage metal in there. That should sort that. 6. So there's our, this is the build area that we have just claimed. Right. Abandon. We won't abandon it, just hang on a minute, that's not quite what I had in mind. Solidio, there's the Solidio tool. Not enough support. How's that look? It's not quite going to work there. Solidio reset. Okay, so now. No, I didn't want that. I wanted to get the granite out. Now, if we put there, we now can see what we had built. And we can so you can see just how simple it can be once you've actually got I've opened myself up to taxation now though. So I should be able to put... Yes, good. And generator. Need some more salvage metal. Okay, well we've got more salvage metal on the bike. Right, 6. Try and get the rest of the structure in place before doing the fancy railings and the like. Right, so I need some more copper, so let's go and get some copper. I need some more granite as well to finish the copper. We need some more granite. There's Sim's cutter, which replaces our made a mess of that. Right, so we've got let's put the power back on. By putting the power on, that brings the shields up. We got any more structure to put together? That's not much use by itself, but oh, we turned the shield off. Got too much power. Let's turn the power back on. This is part of the reason why I try and power down my gadgets when I'm not actually using them. Right, could do some steps out here, couldn't we? And now I've got a way of getting in. It's interesting that something is in there that's missing. Let's see what that looks like. Up. Let's see if we again see what it is. That seems to be solid. There's something in there that it's not. But it's a bit of. Ah, that's a, yeah. So we have a base. We can sort out some of the other bits and pieces when we we'll hang on to the water. Hang on to that, the welding. We'll hang on to the fuel. Now there's a fuel available there and we have refilled. Hanging on to some of the water. Need to sort out some of this when we get back. Right, so we need to go down, we need to pick up from the base, and we also need to pick up from Mir at the trade post. Some kind of blow going on here. bet I didn't empty the... No, I didn't empty it. Ah! Stupid! I need to get as much out of the inventory so I can bring as much up as I can. Got to admit, the bike is getting hammered, isn't it? Open inventory. Pick up, take as much as we can. Definitely need to sort this out somewhat. Right. I need a bike garage as well. Somewhere I can park the bike. And everything is protected. Shahalud. Seem to be running out of places to go now. Yeah, right. There's the waypoint. Stay away, Shagalud. Biome heat decreased. closer. Definitely getting closer. Here's where we're off to. Aha! Is that where we're supposed to meet in Zantara? Well, the worm's just gone through that gap again. Yeah. That's actually a different gap than what we've seen the worm go through previously. Getting a little bit of wear on the treads now. Collect package from there. Right.
Back again, like the sour tang of rancid wine.
Oh.
I can teach you no more. Arrakis may have a seasoned trooper or two willing to take you on.
Okay. Where is Mir? You're Mir, aren't you?
You keep coming back like this. I'll have to stop calling you stranger. Stranger?
I'm supposed to take a package to the anvil?
Indeed. I hope you have more brains than the last courier I hired. Idiot tried to cross the desert on foot, without a sand bike.
Yeah, not going to do that particular mistake. So we've got the package. Go over and decommission as much of the house as we can. Cart as much away as we can. Can't go through that one. And there was an active shooter on that corner, wasn't there? Oh, Sardaukar putting another appearance in. Managed to dodge the light that time. Crash over here. Anything useful? No. Only scrap metal. We're primarily here to pick up goods. But if there's still space, right, decommission. Right. Drink. That's effectively scrap. More or less scrap, to be honest. Hang on to those. Nothing upstairs, nothing downstairs. Those should have just gone into the recycler. That's third. What I didn't bring down was the crafting tool there. Empty. Right, 6. Demolish. Empty. Empty, right. Right. How much is we carrying? Is it got in there? 300. But Not really wanting to get rid of it, but I don't have that much choice, to be honest. So 6, demolish, onto the map as it asks me to. Abandoned base. Confirm.
Mayday! Mayday! This is the Guild Harvester Mithra! Crew tag 8242. Our carry-on is taking heavy fire. There's black smoke, and they're not responding to comms. Carry-on hit! Connector cable snapping! We're going down!
Interesting that the windows are staying. That's a fail. Okay, so we have torn down our base. Forgotten about you. I think that's the shortest crossing I can see. Whoa. I want him to keep the crossing of the gap as clear as possible, or short as possible. Just tuck ourselves behind here for the moment. So this is as close, right, and that's where we're trying to get to the closest bit of. Unfortunately, Mr. Sardaukar is not helping there. Go for it.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
So he's going the other way, and there's another Redisada car up there. Mr. Worm is coming, and I'm 200 meters away from safety, but Mr. Sadekar there is trying to mess up safety. Ah! Come on.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Can I get to safety? Hope so. Here it comes. How am I going to get to
Sector
safety?
weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Ah. Close, but not quite close enough. But at least here I'm counting as water sealed now. I am surprised at that. Right. Quick and dirty garage. I have to try some of these other ones. Caledon Castle. Okay, it's not going to let me do that. But one quick and dirty garage. Peru. And while we're at it, let's go and put the rails round that we... Oh, okay. Can't remember what that was being used for, but we now filled in all of the... I think we have, haven't we? Right. Need to move you somewhere where you're safer. For the moment. Package. The anvil. Checkpoint reached.
No, not lost, sir. She's dead.
Oh, tragic. Truly tragic. But they say the desert calls the weak.
My God, man, she was one of yours. Cousin, even.
I am in deep mourning, sir. Rumors of disloyalty buzzed around her like blowflies, but now, who's to say? Certainly not her.
My one pleasure in this hell is knowing that you're trapped here with me.
A momentary setback, I assure you.
Even your Harkonnen masters find you insufferable, Maxim. You're down here forever.
Tell me, dear Anton, what's it like being the handkerchief your superiors use to wipe the gore of Shining Atreides' honor?
Let's settle this.
Gladly.
By the laws of Canley.
By the laws of Canley.
By the laws of Canley.
Another innocent traveler, like every other scoundrel here. Got my eye on you, stranger. Don't test me.
Are you always this charming?
Friendly banter ain't worth the spit it costs in the gap. Get tough or get dead. Sooner you learn that, the later you'll croak.
I was hoping you'd introduce yourself.
And I was hoping to retire 10 years ago. Name's Tig. I run this LO. Any other burning questions?
So this is your trade post.
You think an old-timer like me can't tap a keg? I do just fine.
Your clientele is certainly colourful.
That's a mighty pretty way to say criminals. In here, they're meek as mice. I got the only spy spear in the gap, so it behooves them to behave.
Or you kick them out.
Sure, some of them get to leave.
I'd like to know more about this place.
Of course you do. I call it the Anvil, because of the hammer. Only joke I ever made. If it's perishable, I don't stock it. That's all there is to tell.
Alright, I get the picture.
Yet, you got more questions.
What's keeping you from retiring?
It was always nice and quiet around here. Back when the Fremen were at Mirzabar. Nobody dared come near. But then the Sardaukar ruined everything.
What happened?
The pogrom. They gutted the Fremen like animals. After that, the bandits all came crawling out of their holes. Now look at this place. It's packed.
What does that have to do with retiring?
Can't well leave these cutthroats to starve, can I? They're regulars. Besides, who'd be fool enough to take over this den of thieves from me?
Sounds like you almost enjoy having people around.
Spread slander like that and you best make peace with your tongue.
Goodbye. Right. Let's deliver the item. I've got adverts starting, so taking from thieves, hostile takeover, missing sister, put the eyes out. We'll come and look at those. We have adverts, so I won't do anything just until the adverts finish, and then actually I'll go back to our temporary base. Need to get some blood. I know what we need to build. We need to get some blood, we need to get some water. Storage, water system. Right. Hey up. We kind of got stuck. Did the trick. Ah, yes, indeed. We have some... Is the advert break over yet? Yes, it is. Good. Right. Okay, so let's look at the Harkonnen one first.
Well, you look more capable than the average scum. This war of assassins is a way of making people into victims or victors. Which are you, I wonder?
And you are...
Pardon me, living in the heat and lingering Fremen stink erodes civility. I am Levenbrek Maxim Kazmir, intelligence officer of Great House Harkonnen.
Tell me more about your house.
We Harkonnen believe in power and hierarchy. The strong prevail and free the weak from agency, delivering them to glorious submission. Which are you?
I survived Arrakis and made a trail of corpses to get here. What do you think?
Arrogance. I like that. It is the precursor to success. Or spectacular ruin. You should fit in just fine. Regardless, you seem shrewder than my Atreides counterpart over there. Look at that poor lumpling, waiting for a pat on the head from his masters. I'd call him a typical Atreides hypocrite. But dear Anton lacks the depth for hypocrisy. He truly believes the fairy tales his house spoon-feeds him.
Tell me about yourself.
As I said, I am Levenbrek Maxim Kazmir, an intelligence officer of the Great House Harkonnen. And I'll tell you a secret. I do not belong here.
How do you mean?
Success breeds envy. My wild success breeds wildly envious peers. Their petty schemes have temporarily lowered me into this grubby purgatory. This is temporary. It's good for me. While they grow lazy above, I hone my craft below, collecting diamonds in the rough among this criminal scum. They say it was my excesses that brought me low. Lies. My hungers make me great. An army marches on its stomach. Great men march on their vices.
Opportunities only exist when we force it through skill or will.
Well said. Fate is something one must strangle into submission. Have I sated your curiosity in me?
What do you do, Maxim, when you're not scheming?
That's the trick. I'm never not scheming. But you refer to leisure. I enjoy the occasional Communanet broadcast, particularly the Man Trap.
The Man Trap?
A glorious combination of survival and spectacle. This year's competition is fierce. My wagers are already placed. I may have some inside knowledge. But enough about me. Let us talk of opportunities and success. Success is by far my favorite drug, sweeter than even Zamuta.
So you're on Submuta. It says here you're looking for recruits.
It seems you can both read and follow directions. We should get along famously.
What if I wanted to join your
Brazen and
house?
eager. I can work with that. I'd say it's about building trust, but this is a game of intrigue, so we'll deal in usefulness instead. You see, my job is to sift through the dregs of this dunghole, separating rare talent from so much meat we throw into the grinder.
How do I prove my usefulness?
My last promising asset up and vanished while on the trail of an Atreides agent. Are they dead? Are they deep into their cups? It is unimportant. The Atreides agent is the thing. Bring me all the information you can gather, and we may just allow you under the umbrella of our success.
Ah, okay. So there's a contract there to find some intelligence.
Do you aspire to contribute to something bigger than yourself? Care to join the right side of this war?
That was quite a scene.
What you just witnessed was the product of 10 centuries of bad blood between House Atreides and House Harkonnen.
The nobles make slights, it's up to us to redress them.
Truer words. Truer words.
And yet your quarrel with that other man feels more personal.
You're not wrong. That is the product of several years of bile between I and my loathsome counterpart over there.
What stopped you from violence?
The laws of Canley prevent either of us from doing what our knives are so eager to do.
The laws of Canley.
In accordance with the Great Convention, Canley is enactment of a formal feud. Its rules keep conflicts between the great houses more civilized.
And who are you?
I am Anton Tolliver. I serve proudly as a soldier for House Atreides. However, my superiors deem me useful for more subtle operations.
If I wanted to join your house...
My house seeks assets in this wretched war of assassins. I prefer open conflict, but my Duke needs me here.
And how might one join in on such operations?
Trust is not an easy thing in a war of assassins, but I have a task that needs doing. Complete it, and we can discuss our future association.
One of our undercover agents went missing. I fear Maxim is on to him. Bring me him, or information on what became of him.
And what was this agent of yours up to when he went missing?
That's not important right now. Finding him quickly is.
Maybe
If
later.
you take too long deciding, I'll find someone else to do the job.
Right.
I'm pleased to see you again.
Complete the contract. It says you're here, you're looking for recruits.
That we are. If you're interested, I'm just the man to talk to.
Tell me about your house.
Duke Leto is the paragon example of all we stand for. Strength with wisdom, justice with generosity, steel with compassion. Everything Arrakis needs.
You take great pride in your house.
Ours is a noble house, not only in blood, but in loyalty and honor. We've defended these values all the way back to ancient Greece on Old Terra.
Honor and loyalty? I can respect that.
Then perhaps you are just the sort we're looking for. We endure as the antithesis of everything House Harkonnen stands for. The Harkonnens have no honor, no values, no redeeming qualities. Their recruiter over there is a vile runoff of every one of their anti-virtues. These Samuda-addicted freaks will lie to you, exploit you, and throw your used husk aside when they're done. You have my word.
Tell me about yourself.
I am of House Atreides. There is no call I do not answer. There is no faith that I betray. My roots stretch back to the ancient mythologies of Earth.
The tangible present concerns me more than the shadows of the past.
Aye, ancient stories go down sweeter than the bitter present. Look over at my counterpart, Maxim, that vulgar, avaricious addict. Squatting like a scheming toad. I aspire to be everything that he is not. Any other questions?
What do you do in your free
Very
time?
little of my time is free. I devote myself towards ending the war of assassins, at least. Though I sometimes listen to Communinet broadcasts.
What do you listen to?
The Atreides broadcasts. After everything I've seen on Arrakis, the serials ring naive to me, but the poetry still strums something in my soul.
Goodbye. Right. They want one. They want us to join one or the other. Well, I think it's time to go back to our shelter. And actually, I think it's time that we got some blood into the water. Now, I think I saw a camp down there. Let's go take the smuggler's bolt hole. That looked more. Just in case. Flipping heck, got hit there quite badly. One of them. That's two of them. That sounds like it. Yeah. What? No compatible container. Ah! Came down here and I hadn't picked up my blood bags. Let's hope they haven't gone away. Okay, so we've got some water to, or some blood to turn into water. We need to get a lot more, yeah. But it's a start. unpaid taxes. Oh dear. Right. Let's make this more into tools, and so that's bits and pieces. Okay. Ooh, that's the bits and pieces one. Need to do some tidying up, but I think I am now out of time, so what I am going to do is I am going to sign off here. I'll do some tidying up off stream and then return to take the story onward. Oh, I've really enjoyed having you here with me. Thank you for those who've chatted. Thank you for those who've taken part in the quizzes. Thank you very much. Let's see who is out there at the moment, who we can raid. Anybody doing Dune I recognize? You know what, let's go along to a pretty view. Let's take you to the live from the north and the wonderful view over the Norwegian fjords. It's been great having you. I'm going to say ta-ta for now and hope to catch you again very shortly. Maybe I'll be back streaming again tomorrow or Thursday, hopefully one or other of them, possibly Friday, but almost certainly either tomorrow or Thursday or both. If not, catch you next week. Thank you very much. Bye.